Alright, I'm gonna say this. As a man that has a very attractive wife, and I have I have no problems with women at all. Um, it's just you got some of these women that get on here to bash these men that are trying to find somebody that they can get along with enough to where they can get into a relationship with, and then they get on here and bash the passport bros. Um, if done correctly, it could work out if done correctly. But instead of they're ready to dismiss all these girls from other countries because they're jealous. It's plain and simple. That some of these women that are in different countries, the men don't have to jump through the hoops that they have to jump through for the American women. Not to mention the American child support system and the American way of screwing over the man does not exist in some of these countries. And that's why these women are mad, because they think they think they're gonna leverage the shit out of these men. Men are waking up to the shit. I am been married for the last 2 years to an American woman. Um, I have no interest in leaving the country for any reason whatsoever. I do have my passport. It's in my safe right there down on the floor, and I have zero interest in leaving the country because I have everything that I need here. I especially in this room. I am never away from this room for a long period of time because I got everything I need here. I don't need to go nowhere else. But anyways, these men do have a right. If they don't like anybody here and they want something different and they have the money, they have a right to seek it elsewhere, free of harassment on top of that. But what these women are doing, they're bitter, mad, and salty, and then they're making these videos harassing these dudes over their preference. Okay, they may not like black women, they may not like white women, they may like Asian woman, and they need an Asian woman that's interested in a black man or whatever nationality this man is. So they're going to have to go where those women are. That only makes sense. That they're going to have to go where the women that they like are, and that's what these men are doing. That's what they like. And the American dollar goes a lot further over there, so of course the women are going to be interested. So now you are putting down these men, calling them broke and dusty and all that stuff, and they're not rich enough for you, and they take that same money, and that Asian woman overseas is attracted because he has the money and the resources. The same money and resources that you rejected, they're interested in. This is hilarious. So now you're upset that he took the same resources and an attractive woman that's hotter than you with the same resources. Karma's a bitch, ain't it? But like I said, these women in the United States, they're too into the "I need a man with money" bit, instead of getting to know somebody, because they want this man to finance their whole life and all this stuff, and then they wonder why they're single. Ain't no man is gonna come in and finance your whole life unless you're worthy, unless you are his wife, and you are worthy of that. I don't see this happening for you anytime soon. That's an unrealistic standard, because that man is in control of money. He's in control of whether he wants to marry you or not. So how you intend to control that and manipulate that is beyond me. And these men that fall for this crap, like, do you understand, if you get with a woman and everything about her is you must meet my standards and have X amount of money, and she starts that relationship with you based on what you are providing, and that's how that relationship started, you are being used and manipulated from jump. If you don't have that money anymore, take a decrease in pay, get fired, she's not going to be interested in you anymore. I'm retired, so I don't have a job to be fired from. I am completely retired for the rest of my life. And what I have is good money. It's really good money, and it's double the median income. I'm middle class by myself. However, I chose wisely. I chose wisely. I could have had any just about anything I wanted, and I chose my wife, and I'm happy with that decision. Um, these men get money and they get careless with it, and then they start talking to women that they have no business talking to, like the women that are in the business of manipulating men for money. They go and try to get those women. They might look good. They might look good. I give them that. Okay, that is all they got. That is it. Is the looks and literally nothing else. They have no substance. It's just pure looks and literally nothing else. So when you get with that kind of woman, expect your entire life to be destroyed financially because she was after one thing and one thing only. You know what? You get a woman based on her character. Is she a good person? Is this a good fit for me for the long run? Is she a good person? Uh, and you have to choose her. Choose a woman that's not asking you for money right off the rip. You get with her, you date, you want to go on a few dates. She enjoys spending time with you. Those are the signs of a woman that loves you. When she wants to spend time with you for nothing, and she can't wait to see you. She can't keep her hands off of you, and for nothing. It costs literally nothing to get that from her. That is love. Understand the difference between a gold digger and love. A gold digger is coming for your pockets. She wants to know what's in your pockets. What can you spend? A woman that truly loves you is going to give you her time and attention for next to nothing. Let that sink in. Because she desires you, she sees something in you, and she can't let that opportunity pass her by because she would be kicking herself if somebody else got you. So she's definitely going to treat you right. That's the difference between a gold digger and a woman that is genuinely interested and loves you. That's what I have with my wife. That's why I married her within 12 months, because I realized the sign. I realized what I had. I said, okay, I'm going to wife her up. This is the wife. She cooks and everything. She cooks all the meals 7 days a week. She's constantly in the kitchen cooking. A lot of women complain about cooking and cleaning. You need to look at what they're telling you. You need to pay attention to what they're saying. I hate cooking and cleaning. I don't want to be a slave. I need a man with money to finance my entire life. I need a new car that I did not earn. If that is the things coming out her mouth, that is somebody that you do not want to talk to. Versus the woman that's going to be like, I am going to go ahead and cook these meals, take care of my man, take care of my husband. I'm going to go ahead and make sure the house is cleaned up. Make sure if you have kids, make sure the kids are okay. And all of this stuff that she does, and she does not complain about it. You don't hear not one complaint out of her mouth about it, because she does it willingly. With a good, she does it willingly, and not treating it like it's a chore. That's a woman that is destined to be a wife. So these women want to get married for financial benefits, but they don't want to help the man. Make that make sense. You want something from him, but you're not willing to provide something in return for the stability. And the women with that mindset, will never get married, or they will never have a successful marriage because they're too busy looking at what all the other women have. The other successful women that have been married long term, they have no idea what it took for that relationship to work. They're just looking at the end result. They're desiring it because they want an easy life. It's not because they want to find love. They want an easy life. And they think that person's life is easy, and it's anything but easy. It has never been easy. But they're just looking from the outside, thinking, I would love to live in that house. I would love to have him pay all the bills, and I'm gonna sit here and do nothing. If you get complacent in your relationship and sit there and do nothing, you're going to lose your relationship. That's never going to work. But that's what a lot of these women want. They think they're just gonna arrive in the lap of luxury that cost, say, $5,000, $6,000 a month to run, and just arrive and sit there and look pretty and do absolutely nothing and contribute nothing. And that's how you get divorced. And that is how you get so complacent, because you're not helping. You're not doing the things that you're supposed to do. You're not doing the things that you promised. And things are just going to completely fall apart because you're not holding up your end of the bargain. I'm coming. This is coming from a married man, by the way. I've been married for about 2 years. I know what I'm talking about. But you know what? Continue with the behavior. Continue doing what you're doing, and then you're gonna learn and find out the hard way when you do get into a relationship. And if you're lucky enough to get married, you'll find that your marriage is not going to work. I'm out of here.